Hey guys, this is Nate Lining, and today I want to answer the question, do you need a CPA to prepare your tax return? Well, given that it's March 21st, if you haven't already prepared your 2017 tax return yet, I would say you probably need one because it's most likely not an easy return or you would have already done it. But aside from that, let me give you three other reasons why you may want to think about having a professional look at your return. The first reason is because of the 2018 tax reform. This is the biggest tax reform we've had in over 30 years. And a lot of things are going to change. Some clients we've seen are going to have an increase in tax next year. Some are going to have a decrease. And the only way really to know where you're going to stand and how you're going to be affected is to have a professional walk through your entire return, look at all the numbers, and see what's going to happen. I think a lot of people are going to run into surprises next filing season because they didn't properly account for various items in the tax reform, and they're going to end up having a situation they didn't anticipate. So having a professional look at it might be able to help you head off any problems related to that. The second thing I would consider is how valuable is your time? Think about it this way. Supposedly the average person spends about 12 hours or so preparing their tax return. If you get a good accountant to do it, it's most likely for an average person going to cost you probably $300 to $600. So if you look at it that way, you're essentially saving yourself or working at a rate of about $25 to $50 an hour. So the question is whether or not your time is worth more than $25 to $50 an hour. And if the answer is yes, then you should have somebody else preparing your tax return. The third thing I would look at is the actual cost savings that you potentially could have using a professional. I always like to say that a good accountant doesn't cost you anything because the savings that a good accountant will generate in the long run more than offset the cost that they will bill you. Most millionaires, it's been studied, do not skimp on professional services. So when it comes to doctors, lawyers, and accountants, they'll pay top dollar to get the best service for that very reason because they know that in the long run it actually pays for itself. That's not one of the areas where you'll benefit typically by going cheap. You normally get what you pay for when it comes to professional services, and accounting is the same way. Now, of course, there are people out there who really legitimately don't need a CPA working on their return. They may just have a W-2 or a couple of W-2s, and they can jump on TurboTax and knock their return out in an hour or so. And there is legitimately no reason for them to have a professional look at it. But if any of those other three scenarios apply to you or you think they might apply, I would highly recommend talking to an accountant. I'll put my contact information in the description to this video. I'm here in Boise, Idaho, but I can help you anywhere in the country. With the technology that's available now, it's not that difficult to work with clients remotely, and we have clients that are in other states that we don't necessarily see face-to-face at all or very often. So that's not a problem. Also, if you did want to work with somebody locally, I literally have accounting contacts across the country and could possibly refer you to somebody in your market if that really was critical. So feel free to contact me. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps.